I want to be a dictator.
We gave him a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and he failed.
I think they want the white guy. Well, we did.
Donald Trump has been making the rounds in his events, and if there's one thing that's clear, this man is not well, and his mindset is of one that should be nowhere near the office. It's filled with vitriol, talks of revenge, pardoning the January 6ers, just misinforming everyone and labeling people out of their name. He's rather mask off on that front also, and when asked for clarification or to walk back statements, he just doubles down on the absurdity. Here he is claiming again he's going to be a dictator, but only for one day, so it's not a big deal, and only to build the wall.
He said that I want to be a dictator. I didn't say that. I said I want to be a dictator for one day. But the New York Times said, and you know why I wanted to be a dictator? Because I want a wall, right? I want a wall, and I want to drill, drill, drill. That's true. So, well, we did.
The personal growth is astonishing. He's admitting his shortcomings. Who would have thought? But if he failed to build the wall last time, what makes you think it'll be any different this time around? And if January 6th showed how unwilling he was to hand over non-dictatorial, democratically elected, not unilateral in any regard power, for what reason would anyone believe that he would stop being a dictator after just one day? And in another speech he gave this week, here he is claiming that people of color would prefer the white president.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got $1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now.
His inner KKK is really coming to surface here. If you're scratching your head and asking who's the black candidate that he's running against, well, he's not running against one, but he has to be sure to let people know if he was, he would be the better candidate. They'd still prefer him. Or maybe he was mid-delusion and again, he thinks he's running against Obama or something. But no, not a single black person with dignity is voting for the man who was sued successfully for racial housing discrimination, targeted the Chicago 5 and refuses to walk it back even today, even though he called for their deaths as children, and relentlessly targets groups of people of color like migrants in his dangerous rhetoric. This strikes oddly similar to when he said that now that he has 91 charges, he'll be much more relatable to the black voters.
We gave him a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and he failed. He failed us, Bill. And he failed us by losing the House, by losing the Senate, and by turning over the White House to Joe Biden.
A lot of people seem to forget, probably purposely so for Trump supporters, that Trump had a Republican House and a Republican Senate controlling all three branches of government. And despite that, failed to lock down the border like he said he would, failed to build the wall like he said he would, failed to replace Obamacare like he said he would, failed to invest in infrastructure like he said he would. Should I go on? Because the list goes on. And that was all with him controlling all three branches of government. So it's not like he can even say those Democrats. He's largely just ineffective and a failure of a leader. And also largely because of Trump and his overturning of Roe v. Wade, Republicans have lost by wide margins every election since he squeaked out his narrow electoral win over Hillary Clinton. Which again, I might add, if Hillary Clinton, one of the most unpopular people, the unlikable candidates ever, a literal gremlin, gets more votes than you in the popular vote, that should be a bit concerning. It should tell you some things. If you have to only narrowly win by electoral college, might not be that popular. I don't know. These are all reasons to keep very high hopes going forward, especially as the Biden campaign is continually gaining momentum, gaining supporters, and fundraising dollars. This could easily be building up to be another and even bigger this time landslide for the good guys. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video, because the only way we become a society is together.